How's it going? It's Big Beefcake, and I'm back with another episode of Saturday Night Horror.
Welcome back, you fat motherfucker.
Uh, Thanks. It's good to be back, whoever you are. Wow. Anyway, like I said, we're back with another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Last week was the return, and I have to be honest, folks, I wasn't too happy with last week's episode. Maybe because the movie was mediocre, or trying out different formats. I don't know. Just last week's episode, I thought it went good during editing, but once I watched it back after I uploaded, I was like, man, this kind of sucks. So hopefully this week will be better, man. This week, I'm watching a movie I've only seen one time. When I watched it the first time, I didn't really care for it, but I figured I'd go back and watch it again. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'll appreciate it more. And of course, I'm talking about Jason Goes to Hell. A lot of people don't really care for this movie. A lot of people do. It's kind of different. It's not like any of the other Friday the 13th. You don't see hockey mask Jason a whole lot. In this movie, he has the ability to switch bodies. So that's what he does. He switches bodies, and you'll see humans walking around that are actually Jason. Was the I guess we'll say the essence of Jason Voorhees in a human body. You don't really see the hockey mask deform Jason until the very beginning and the very end. So it's kind of different, man. Like I said, I really didn't care for it when I watched it years and years and years ago. I'm gonna watch it again tonight. We'll see if I change my mind on it or if I still just don't really care for it. We're also gonna cook as always. I'm going to make one more meal of penne pasta, tomato penne pasta. I've made this before on earlier episodes of Saturday Night Horror. I just have a craving for it again, so we're going to make it tonight. That should be really good eating. But yeah, tonight, tomato penne pasta, Jason Goes to Hell. I want to try some things during the editing. See if it turns out better. See if I can pull it off. Like I said, my editing skills are, beginner at best. But I'm slowly learning, very slowly. So enough talk, guys. Let's get Saturday Night Horror started. Let's go out to the kitchen and let's make our tomato penne pasta, and let's watch our movie. So without further ado, let's head to the kitchen and let's get this meal done. I'll see you out there. Alright everyone, here's our ingredients for our tomato penne pasta. Not a whole lot. Of course, we've got our meat, our hamburger, ground beef, whatever you want to call it. Penne pasta. Got some good old Italian seasoning here. We have diced tomatoes. These are the basil, garlic, and oregano ones. Of course, mozzarella cheese. And I've crushed 3 cloves of garlic and chopped up about 1/4 of an onion. So that's it, man. Those are our ingredients for our tomato penne pasta. So, I had the pan heating up for a little while, so first thing we're going to do is cook our meat. And you see it's been cooking for a while. And as you saw in the previous videos, when I cook my meat, I'm constantly chopping it, trying to get it in as small a pieces as possible. The smaller pieces, the better. And this won't take long since I had the pan heating up beforehand. Yeah, we're just going to keep chopping it up here. Like I said, I don't really like big chunks of meat. They gotta be real, real small. I already see most of it's cooked, not all of it. So we're gonna go ahead and add our garlic and our onion to it. Just dump that in there. Alright, we've got our garlic and our onion, and we're just gonna mix it in and cook it all together with this meat. Like I said, that's 3 cloves of garlic right there, man. That's a lot of garlic. And 1/4 of an onion, so it's going to definitely give this meat some flavor. And we'll just finish cooking it there. Alright, that is almost done. See, we got our onion, our garlic in there. Yes, sir. Alright, so our meat, garlic, and onion is done cooking, as you can see over there. So we just took it off the hot burner, set it to the side for now. And right now we've got a pot of water we're going to cook our pasta in. And just going to put some Morton salt in it. I always put, whenever I boil water, cook pasta or macaroni or whatever, I always put some salt in it. And yes, it is after midnight. You know we get a late start here. We're just going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 400 degrees while we're cooking our pasta. So we're just going to let this water get to a boil. Alright, you see our water's boiling now, so we're ready to add our penne pasta. And I just got one box. One box should be plenty. Yeah, man, I love penne pasta. And we're just going to start stirring the pasta around. I always stir it around immediately because I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. Nothing sucks more than having pasta rip apart because it's stuck to the bottom of the pot. You see, it's been cooking for a while. I don't stir it the entire time. I'll stir it every few minutes just so it doesn't stick. And I'm going to dump it in this strainer here. I'll just get all the hot water out of it. Alright, I've drained the penne pasta. I put our meat back in the pasta pot. And I left the heat on, so the meat is getting warmed up again. And we're going to add our drained pasta in the pot with the meat. So we got the meat, garlic, onions, and now our penne pasta. If I don't dump it all over the oven. The stove, excuse me. There we go. Alright. And the first thing I'm going to add are diced tomatoes, 2 cans. So there's one. And we're just going to add another one. And we did not drain these cans. We left all the juice and liquid inside. So do not drain the cans. Alright, we got 2 cans of diced tomatoes. And we're going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. So we'll just add a little bit here. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. And we're going to stir this up. I've decided to add some crushed tomatoes to it as well. So it's looking a little too dry. So we're going to add a big old can of crushed tomatoes. That'll moisten it up, I should say, and add even more flavor to it. Alright, we got it all mixed up. That looks awesome, man. Look at that. Garlic, onions, meat, diced tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, penne pasta, Italian seasoning, all mixed up. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray this pan with a cooking grease or cooking spray, whatever you want to call it. And once we're done, we're going to pour that mixture into this pan, and we're spraying it so it won't stick to the bottom of the pan. If you ever had any of your food stick to the pan, it sucks. Trust me. And we're just going to carry this over here. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we've poured it in here. Got everything in here. Just going to kind of even it out a little bit. There we go. And we're going to add our mozzarella cheese to it. Now, I don't add a whole lot of cheese. That's about it. Like I said, not a whole lot of cheese, but this is enough. And we're just going to put this in the oven, man. So let's put it in the oven and see how it turns out.
It's the final countdown.
Alright, I put that in for about 15 minutes, and we're going to take it out now. Now that is one beautiful dish of penne pasta. Now, I know a lot of people probably want more mozzarella cheese up there, but to me, that is plenty. I can't wait to dig into this. We're going to have some good eating tonight, folks. Man, I tell you what, that is some good penny pasta, folks. That is awesome. Now we've got our meat, we've got our pasta, we've got our food. Now we just need our drink. And we're gonna go out here in the garage. It's kind of full right now. My brother's got his truck in here. Now once he fixes his truck and the garage is empty again, I'll be filming some episodes of Saturday Night Horror from the garage. You know, we've got a TV in here. And we've got the fridge. Got the turkey fries, so we're good to go. So let's get something to drink, man. Oh yeah.
Never there was fun, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is awesome. Alright, let's go back in the house here. And like I said, once the truck is out of the garage and it's empty again, we'll be filming some episodes from in the garage. That'll be pretty cool. Set up a green screen and do some things. Yeah, apparently I spilled some sauce on the counter. That sucks. There we have it, man. We've got our meal. We've got our ice cold Coke. All that's left is our movie. Alright, out in the front room now. We've got our drink, got our meal. Got the title screen for our movie. We're not watching Jason X. Not this week. We may another week. I don't know. I've got to really motivate myself to watch Jason X. And now I've got all the lights out, and we're going to watch Jason Goes to Hell, man. It's been a long time since I've seen this. Will it be as bad as I remember it to be, or will I have more appreciation for it? I'll tell you what. I'm going to watch it, and when it's over, I'll tell you what I think of it. Look at that thing, boy. That is ugly. Alright, guys, I'll let you know what I think when it's over. Alright, everyone, so just finished watching Jason Goes to Hell a couple minutes ago. Excuse me. And I have to be honest, it's not as bad as I remember it being. I actually appreciate it a little bit more watching it now. You know, they wanted to do something different with this one. As I said at the beginning of the video, or beginning of the episode, Jason has the ability to, you know, jump through different bodies. So, it was still weird seeing humans walking around and having to believe that they were actually Jason. Like, you know, Jason was inside of them, but I do appreciate it a lot more now that I've watched it years later. I am still disappointed we didn't get to see Hockey Mask Jason even more, because this Jason, the Hockey Mask Jason on Jason Goes to Hell, was badass. I mean, this was the best looking Jason out of all of them, in my opinion. You know, in my humble opinion. I mean, he was just, you can see with the hockey mask, he had worn it for so long, it started just getting fused to his face, man. It was a badass looking Jason. Wish we could have seen more of him. And Creighton Duke, man, I forgot all about Creighton Duke. Creighton Duke was awesome. He's basically a mercenary, bounty hunter, whatever, who claims to know how to kill Jason Voorhees for good. The only really thing I didn't like about this movie that I can actually would complain about is Creighton Duke reveals that there's a special knife that will kill Jason, but a Voorhees has to be the one to stab Jason through the heart with it. Only a Voorhees can kill a Voorhees. And all of a sudden in this movie we're seeing different family members from the Voorhees clan. It's just like they were picking family members out of the woodwork. Didn't really care for that too much, but overall I enjoyed the movie a hell of a lot more than I did the first time. You should definitely check it out, man. It's one of those movies where you watch it the first time, you don't really care for it. You watch it later on, and you really appreciate it. So I can honestly say Jason Goes to Hell is on my recommendation list. Beefcake approved. It wasn't until tonight. So having a whole new appreciation for Jason Goes to Hell. Really enjoyed it. Except for the whole family member thing. That was weird, but man, I just wish we could have seen more of that Jason in his hockey mask form. He was badass, man. But yeah, Jason Goes to Hell is alright with me. I enjoyed it. The acting was okay. I mean, as far as Friday the 13th films go, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, man. Like I said, awesome. Enjoyed it. Highly recommend it now. As far as Jason X goes, God, I'd have to motivate myself to do an episode on that. That's one of those ones I'll watch again, and I don't think I'd appreciate it more. So, I know you saw Jason X on the title screen there. That might never happen on Saturday Night Horror. Who knows? But Jason Goes to Hell was a fun movie, man. It was fun. I appreciate it more now that I watched it. You should definitely check it out if you like Friday the 13th, but look for something kind of different. Check out Jason Goes to Hell, man. And like I said, the old format of Saturday Night Horror, I would have shown you scenes from the movie, but unfortunately, that's a no-no on YouTube now. They'll block your video for it, so unfortunately, I can't show you any scenes. So I'm just gonna have a little slideshow of photos from the movie. Quality may vary. Hopefully, these photos don't get the video blocked. But yeah, like I said, I'm still trying different formats here, folks. I'm kind of lost without being able to show scenes from the movie, so it's a work in progress. Anyway, show you these couple photos from the movie here. We'll end it on that. Next week, we'll be watching Victor Crowley. Crowley. I'll say Crowley. Another horror franchise called Hatchet. The main villain or creature, I guess you would say, is Victor Crowley, played by Kane Hodder, who also plays Jason. The Hatchet movies are awesome. Definitely looking forward to watching Victor Crowley. I'll be making what I call fall apart burgers, because when I make burgers they fall apart and I gotta kind of stack them on a bun. So we'll be watching Victor Crowley having fall apart burgers. Should be fun next week. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely enjoy bringing it to you. Enjoy these pictures from Saturday, or wow. Enjoy these photos from Jason Goes to Hell. And I'll see you next week for Victor Crowley. Take care, everyone.